Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name is Aley from Heart and Soul Connected, and today I want to talk to you about spiritual cornucopia. If you're not familiar with what a cornucopia is, I'm going to show you what it looks like. It is particularly visible to us here in the United States and Canada, I'm sure, and probably in the UK, as a horn, a basket that carries a bounty of plenty. It is fruits, vegetables, and of course, at this time of the year, it would be pumpkins, squashes, corn, and so on for the Thanksgiving harvest that the United States has next Thursday. But the bounty of plenty, the cornucopia, does not have to be limited to this season. And I want to talk to you a little bit about it after talking with my folks today in my members meeting. I decided that it was something I wanted to share with everyone. It's no big secret anyway. But if you are interested ever in becoming a member of my channel, there are very different levels that you can look at. And we would love to have you join us. We meet once a month and we have a members meeting and we do a few other things. And there are some discounts available if there's classes and so on. So I want to talk about the term spiritual cornucopia because this channel is connected to our hearts and souls. And so that is something that I want everybody to be aware of. The term is a metaphoric expression for an overflowing and unending supply of spiritual blessings, nourishment, and gifts. And we always have exactly what we need, but what we need to do is to remember that. We also have, if we have overflowing and abundant bounty, we have to remember that others are not as lucky as we are. And so by offering that bounty to others, even in a small way, it doesn't have to be monetary. It can be a smile. It can be a text or an email or a letter or a card or a phone call, anything that can bring up another person, especially somebody who's feeling lack and limitation. There are no such things as that, but that doesn't mean people don't feel it and don't need that connective boost that you can offer them. This cornucopia adapts the traditional symbol that I just showed you with the horn of plenty from a physical harvest to abundance to one of a spiritual life and one that is abundant in all kinds of prosperous things. So what the metaphor comes from is in Greek and Roman mythology, an endless source of food and prosperity, and an attribute of deities associated with the harvest of luck. And so what I love about it is this. If I add this back in, you will see that not only is this cornucopia horn filled with abundance, but it's actually pouring out of the cornucopia horn. And it is telling us there is a bounty of plenty. There is enough for us, and we are enough. But we have to make sure that we understand and honor that abundance that we are given. Some days we may think we don't have enough money for something, we don't have enough time, we don't have enough energy, we don't have enough whatever it is that we don't need, or that we don't have, I'm sorry. But we always have exactly what we can give, but we also have to give to ourselves. Many times we put ourselves and string ourselves out, and in doing so, we're not doing self-care. And this is very vital for our survival and for our happiness. This represents the belief that a higher power, whatever higher power you believe in, whether that be angels, guides, God, Yahweh, whoever it is, provides an inexhaustive supply of love, mercy, forgiveness, hope, strength, and grace. And we need to be grateful for those things. We need to know that those things are available and willing to be utilized should we decide to move into the energy of those areas in our lives. The spiritual cornucopia provides ongoing nourishment for the soul and a source of sustenance that is never subject to scarcity or limitation. If we believe we can achieve, we will achieve. If we believe, we will receive and achieve. Believers also are encouraged to recognize their own spiritual abundance. So there's different types of abundance we have in life. We have familial abundance. Our family is very abundant. We love having that generosity and kindness of spirit. We have food. We have drink. We have happiness. We have laughter. We have all the things we want and more. We can still ask our angels and guides and our ancestors to come through for us and provide us with the necessary information that we need in order to succeed as well. And it says here, share your blessings of kindness, compassion, love, and truth with others, particularly those who are experiencing a scarcity of heart and soul. This particular means a lot to me. 5 years ago, yesterday, I started my channel, and I have learned and grown so much from the abundance that has been shared, not only through my guests and the lessons that I have learned and the classes I have taken and taught, but also the chatters, the people that I have met that I would never have met in any other way. And they have touched my heart and soul, as I hope at some point I have done for them. We don't always know the complete truth of our being. We don't see ourselves as special. We don't see ourselves as being that light that can help others, but we are that light. We are that light. We hold a cornucopia of things. And we're not going to be greedy here when we're asking for that cornucopia to make its way out of that basket, make it even bigger, make it grander, make it more beautiful. It serves as a reminder, this cornucopia, to cultivate an overflowing heart of thankfulness for both tangible and intangible gifts that you receive. A smile, a wave, a laugh. Sometimes, you're in the line at the grocery store and somebody does something silly, or a little baby makes a little thing and you laugh and you look and someone else is laughing. You're sharing that beauty. You're sharing the joy. For some spiritual practices, you may want to also have this physical cornucopia filled with symbolic items. You can put your own things in there. You can put your stones in there. You can put you can put coins in there. You can put books, rituals. You can put in blessings, prayers, all of those things. All of the things that you're grateful for and want more of. Pictures, such as the one I have here for my little girl. Lots and lots of their things that you can make out of this cornucopia. Also, individuals are asked to consider the contents of their own, providing blessings and gifts in the form of not only mindfulness, being present at the very, very moment, but also aligning your chakras and doing your spiritual alignment, which is vital. We cannot drink from an empty cup. We also need to make sure that we take care of our spiritual selves and not give too much as to lose and not be able to give back. For a prosperity ritual, a cornucopia should be filled with items that symbolize wealth, abundance, fertility, not necessarily for babies, but for anything that wants to come in, including your gardens, if you want, good fortune, drawing on both traditional harvest elements and specific ritual ingredients. Some other traditional things that you can put in, if you're interested in knowing what to put in for, let's say, the season, you could put in apples and pomegranates, grapes, berries, pumpkins, little ones, squashes, wheat stalks, acorns, nuts, flowers, evergreen branches, leaves, whatever you want, whatever it is you want. And I did see one that I thought was fabulous. And it was a basket, a cornucopia basket that was made out of dough and baked. And it had in it cheeses and little pieces of meat and some fruit and some nuts and things like that. You could eat the whole thing. So although I'm not that Martha Stewart gal that tells you all these tips for cooking and baking and decorating, I love that idea. I thought that would be a beautiful placemat. The other thing you're doing when you're doing this is invite your ancestors to come in. Put a plate out for them, a symbolic plate. Tell them that you'd like them to join you again for that Thanksgiving, that you give thanks for them, for giving you what you have and what you are and who you are. No matter if you believe that to be not as good as you would have liked it, please focus on the fact that it brought you here. It brought you to this place and space. It helped you learn the lessons you needed to learn in this lifetime. And for that, you can be grateful for the gratitude of your ancestors who put you here, even though it might not have been in the best circumstances. There's always room for gratitude, always. Some of the other things, as I mentioned, you could put crystals in, you could put, I don't know if you know what pyrite is, but it's a gold looking stone and it looks like a piece of gold, but it's for good fortune. You can put in herbs that are associated with good luck and money. You can put bay leaves in there. You can put in some fennel, and you can just put a little bit in, like a little cup, a little tiny cup with a little bit of these in there. Basil attracts money and success. You can write intentions on your bay leaves, which I know a lot of other channel providers have told us in other chats. You could put rosemary in, associated with well-being. You can also put in currency. You can put in paper bills if you want. You can put in little tiny coins. You can put in jewelry. You can put in whatever you want. You can also put in salt, a small pinch to add for protection, ensuring abundance flows with good intentions. And you can write a note with specific positive affirmations symbolizing limitless abundance, and set your intentions clearly as you place each item inside of your cornucopia basket. If you don't have one, make one. Make a paper mache one. Paint one. Make symbolic ones. We may not have the physical thing in order to do it, but we have the imagination and the wherewithal to draw it, to paint it, to visualize it. All of those things are helpful in the grand scheme of everything. Fill it to its overflowing. Set your intentions. The filled can then be placed either on an altar, which is just simply the top of a desk or a table or a place where you can see it and elevate it to a higher degree, or in a prominent area of your home. In this case, if you do the regular cornucopia, it could become your setting piece for your luncheon with your family. Think in terms of how metaphors for things that have been around forever can be utilized in a new and different way to bring you the love, abundance, and prosperity that you can, whether you live in the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, the Arctic Circle, on a boat, on a ship. It doesn't matter. We are all connected by points of light. For those of you who took the time to listen, thank you. I appreciate you so very much. And I hope the bounty and the beauty of the upcoming seasons and celebrations for any of your holidays that are coming up are filled with gratitude and love and joy and prosperity. Thank you again. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.